Here's the video for the handwriting page for the letter K. It looks a little different than the ones we've been doing. So go ahead and put your name on the top. Then we're going to come down here. When I write the letter K says K, K, like in the word king. I see a king in that picture. So they're showing me here how to start. We're going to start at the top line. We're going to go down, pick up your pencil. This diagonal comes in and stops at the midline, and this diagonal goes down from the midline. So make sure you start at the top, go straight down, pick up your pencil, diagonal into the midline, diagonal out from the midline. Make sure that those K's, capital K's, are in between the top line and the base line. Okay, straight down, diagonal into the midline, diagonal out from the midline. Now, if you were my teacher, is this a good K? No, because I didn't pick up my pencil to do my diagonals. Okay? Also, remember, we don't want any of those floating letters that have some space underneath. And we don't want them too skinny or too fat. Go ahead and write 3 more capital K's right here. Straight down, diagonal in, diagonal out. Now a lowercase k does the same thing, except for his diagonals stay between the midline and the baseline. So make sure he goes straight down, diagonal in, diagonal out. Pick up that pencil too before your diagonal. Straight down, pick up your pencil, diagonal in, diagonal out. Make sure that his diagonals stay between the midline and the baseline. Okay, go ahead and finish tracing that and do 3 more lowercase k's by yourself. And then we're going to come down here, trace the word or the K, and that says K. Ooh, I see a what's your name E. When I see a what's your name E, I'm going to mark through him and give him a rainbow right here because he's saying, what's your name? To the I. And the I says, my name is I. So this word is K-I-T, kite. Okay. I'm going to draw another lowercase k here. And this word, it looks like kind, but it's not. It's the word kind. And another lowercase k here. I-N-G says ing. So that word is king. So we have the word kite, kind, king. Down here in the directions it says, make a kite for the king. Tell what the kite looks like. So up here we're going to make a kite for the king. A kite is kind of like a diamond shape. Okay. And it's going to have a tail on it, and we're going to put the tail on the king's hand. Sometimes kites have little bows on them. You can draw some bows on here. Okay. And you can make your kite however you want. You can color it however you want. But it says, what does the kite look like? So down here, go ahead and write a sentence. Okay. I'm going to start with a capital, because sentences always start with a capital letter. And I'm going to write the, capital T, H-E. That's one of our sight words. The kite is, that's another one of our sight words. And maybe my kite's going to be red. You can pick whatever you want. Maybe your kite is big. Maybe your kite is green. Whatever you want. And then I would come up here and color my kite. I would have to color it in red since I said it was red, okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and go into the next page that we did, and it's the letter O. So go ahead and find this page and write your name at the top, okay? Now remember that the letter O says ah, ah, ah. Okay, unless he has what's your name E, and then he says O. So right here we're going to trace and write the O. We start at the top and we go this way. See how the arrow told me to go to the left? Make sure those capital O's touch on the top line and the base line. Okay, do 3 more capital O's on your own. Okay. Try and make them kind of oval shaped. We don't want skinny O's, and we don't want really, really fat O's either. Then a lowercase o, like almost all of our letters, is going to stay between the midline and the baseline. So let's go to the left. Make sure he stays in between the midline and the baseline. It's important to know how to write these letters correctly, where to start them and which way to draw with your pencil, because when you get bigger, you're going to learn how to write in cursive. And so it's important to know how to write these letters the correct way so that it's easier for you to learn how to write cursive. At the bottom, I have an O right here. This is a sight word, O-N-E. That spells one, okay? I'm going to put an O here, and this is a color word that I know. It's the word orange. And then, oh, they're missing two O's here. Let's do two O's. I don't need any capital O's because these words are not the beginning of a sentence, and they're not names. And that word says octopus, octopus. And then it says, what do you see in the picture? Well, right here, they gave me some suggestions. One, orange, octopus. So I think I'm going to write my sentence like that. I'm going to put a capital I. You have a good finger space. C, that was in our sight word books we've been doing. One. And I don't think I have room to write the word orange on that top line, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to the bottom. Orange, octopus. And don't forget your period at the end of your sentence. Then I'm going to come back up to the top because they told me it's what color? Orange. So I need to make this octopus. Let's see if I can find an orange here. I'm going to go up here and color in my octopus orange. You have to do better coloring than Mrs. Kitsky because sometimes it's a little hard to color on my iPad. So there we go. And then you could color the ocean and the little plant over there. And then on the side of this paper is another octopus. It says color the picture, then trace the O. So all you need to do on this page is color your octopus and trace the letter O's, okay, with your pencil. And when you're done, send a picture to your teacher.